say, whoa, whoa, we love O'Malley's, we love O'Malley's Pub, we love O'Malley's Pub, we're gonna drink a lot on a Friday night, we're gonna get hammered, we're gonna drink, we're gonna make love, but not like this minute. Please, not this minute. Too late. If anybody's got a cigarette in the back, well, right now.
All right, so let's slap a number on this baby.
This is episode number 232.
All right, way to go. So that's it.
232.
Yeah, we usually have about an hour's conversation on why we don't like the number of the, or why we're not. We don't believe it. But this is SlapperCast, and you are watching. We appreciate it. We're heading south. It's 99 degrees. We just left. What do we see? 67 degrees. We just saw 67 degrees in Weston, Missouri.
Wow.
And now we're heading back to the triple digits. So we're just outside of Dublin, Missouri, and we have played in Wichita, Kansas at Barleycorns, and we played O'Malley's 2 nights at O'Malley's in Weston, Missouri, and now we're on our way to the Hi-Ho Hibernia in Little Rock, Arkansas. So how's everybody doing? And thank you, Laurie, for holding the camera and getting rid of all the gear. We are so lucky and so glad to have you, so we appreciate you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Who said that?
Who said that?
I thought she's gone. All right. So anyway, how's everybody doing?
Heide's funny. Doing very well. Very well. Very well. How are you? What's up? Shows were great.
Yeah.
Yes. You know?
Yeah. Well, what was great about them?
O'Malley's. All of them. All 3 of them. Man, Friday night was just awesome, man.
With our good friends, the Sassenachs.
Thursday night, you mean? Thursday night. Yes. Did I say Friday? You said Friday. Thursday.
Yeah.
They were fun last night too. And they came out till
So they drove up from the band that we played with in Barleycorns in Wichita, called the Sassenachs. They drove up to Weston, Missouri, which is it's 3 hours. I wasn't paying attention. I was just sleeping and driving. But they drove up to hang out with us last night. They had a gig on Friday, so they couldn't be there. But they all drove up on Saturday to come see us. And I mean, just what a thrill to play with those guys. And this is the first band that I've seen. I don't know if any of you have seen anything like this before. But the Sassenachs actually travel with, I think, 46-inch TVs, and they watch movies while they play. Have you ever seen that before?
No.
I mean, a hardcore porn. Yeah. I mean, so they don't have to, because they don't like to waste time watching TV. But they're watching and they're playing, and these are great songs. They did a Gorgo Bordello song called "Start Wearing Purple" and nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. And their original stuff's good, and they play a lot of the same stuff we do, and in just rock and rollers, old rock and rollers, all of them. And they say they have an accordion player, but we've never seen her, so I don't believe she's in the band. I think they're trying to pull a Beatles, where they faked Paul's death and they replaced him with somebody that was worse.
They faked somebody's existence.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and Elvis is still alive and R. Kelly's innocent. So, moving on. They were just great fun, and we played with them, and our thanks to Justin at Barleycorns and Scott running sound and Jordan behind the bar.
Jordan.
What a team. What's the door guy's name?
I didn't catch.
That's what I thought. He ran away as soon as I said, "Nice ass." I wasn't talking to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, great people, great venue. If you are in Wichita, Kansas, you got to stop by. Always great drinks, and man, Jordan knows her way around that bar. God, I mean, she took care of the whole. A beautiful town too, wasn't it?
Wichita's nice.
We've said that before.
Yeah.
Nice railroad across the top of it, and beautiful buildings, and they really keep it well. The buildings or the streets were nice and clean. Good town. And then we moved on to Weston. My God, what a! It's like living in a postcard. You know, you walk in there and it's just everybody's nice in the stores and of course O'Malley's and the crew there. God,
Yeah.
So we were trying to So tell me, what was your favorite night? 2 nights. What was your favorite night? We tried to do this last night.
Gosh.
Any more thoughts?
I know that the crowd was more
Rambunctious.
More plentiful on Friday, which was weird. As we were told by Michael, the owner, he says Fridays are usually a little quieter. We usually start off a little quieter than Saturdays. Saturday did start off really great, but it still wasn't quite the same as that Friday for some reason. And my only guess really is that we had a lot of people who were looking forward to this weekend who they were planning on seeing us Friday. So most of those people just came on Friday, and we still had a good crowd on Saturday as well, though. I enjoyed both nights. I think Saturday, was better for us just playing wise. I think was the best. Not that Friday was bad, because it wasn't bad. Saturday was just electrifying.
Everything you just said.
Okay. Times 2.
Well,
Times 3. No, I thought Saturday was the best.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you play that second night somewhere and you get a chance to just kind of hang out a little bit and take it all in a little more. But yeah, it's never bad at O'Malley's, and Barleycorns was fun, hanging out and hearing the Sassenachs play.
Yeah.
That was a good time at meeting them. So
Yeah.
But Saturday, I think, would be my pick also.
Yeah, I think it's, with them playing too, I love the gypsy style music, and you get to kind of be the audience for a second, right?
Yeah.
We're working, we're playing, we're loading, we're networking, we're doing all these things, but I was like, man, I'm going to the front. So it was fun. You get to jump up and down a little bit.
Yeah.
And after about 20 seconds, I'm like, this is why I don't jump up and down because I was breathing heavy, but it's like, oh my God. But that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was great to be able to play and just hang out instead of immediately hitting the road, which is what usually happens.
I really liked their set. It was fun.
Yeah, they were great.
Yeah.
They were really great.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I was thrown off by the TVs. I was sitting on the side of the stage, and I was thrown off by the TVs. When Matt Werner, we're going to talk about this. They're so good. They're all great entertainers. They're all funny. They're all. They don't take it too seriously, but they take the music seriously. They don't take themselves seriously, and what I think bands really should do. They engage. They look at the reaction from the audience, and they demand that you participate, and that's a big part of the
Like Blaggards or no Sassenachs will be no TV. That'll be the
What were they watching on this using? Was it a Bond, like James Bond marathon or something? They're just catching up on
No, I think they were
Sean Connery stuff.
No. I think they were just watching the what's it called, the cooking channel.
Oh,
yeah, they're all
Julia Childs.
Yeah. No, who's the racist?
what?
What's her name?
It's a new game.
Paula
Who's
Deen.
a racist?
Paula Deen.
More butter.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, the butter queen. The butter babe.
I don't know what's going on.
Anyway,
Talking about.
well, I was
it's a
trying.
new game show.
Cooking.
Who's the racist?
That's why I don't know what's going on.
All right.
I don't. I've never watched the cooking show. I've never watched the talent show. I've never watched the. I just TV confuses me. So what are you doing?
Well, especially if you listen to it in Spanish.
No, actually, I had the Spanish
I know,
Spanish
you could
Sports
hear
Center
it.
on last night, and And I just like, goal! And you go, what are you talking about? It's great. No, it's but Friday or Saturday for me was I honestly can't. I spun around the head all night. Could not decide which one I like better.
Yeah.
Again, for those who don't watch SlapperCast on a regular basis, shame on you. But for those who do, will know that O'Malley's is 2 stories below the ground. It's essentially a cave, and it was magnificent down there. The temperature was perfect down there. There's no air conditioning in there. There's no heat. There's no air conditioning. It's just the perfect temperature because it's so far on the ground. One way in, one way out. And many ways to have a good time. Yeah, Friday night was insane as far as the crowd participation. Right off the bat, into it, packed on it. Saturday they were a little bit more reserved. A lot of people, great turnout, and they were still. It was easy to get them into it. Get them to sing and clap and whatnot. But Saturday we played, I think, a little bit better. Not that Friday was bad.
I think so.
But I think Saturday we played a little bit better. But I rewind back to what I'd said last night off camera. Heide comes in from Phoenix, Arizona, and she has to jump in cold to a machine that's been going. We've been doing the 3-piece for a while. So she has to jump in and correct on the fly, just adapt to what we're doing, the new little nuances and the little tweaks that we've made on the songs. She has to learn them on the fly. So I think that's why Saturday was a little bit better playing wise. But again, Heidi, you have to be commended for that. For the ability to jump in and gel like that, that's a lot of work.
Yeah,
and it's big ears and timing, blah blah blah. It takes a lot like that. And Chad had made the connection to doing surgery while jumping out of a plane, and I think that's pretty much what because it's such a delicate. It's such. I mean, as aggressive as our music is, sometimes it's still such a delicate, just surgical style, procedure because you are the main instrument. You're, and when the guitar and the fiddle play lead together, you have to be just dead on because. I'm not going to make a mistake.
Right.
So, right?
That's right.
Can we?
that goes.
Take the high road, Patty.
Yeah. So I'm definitely not going to make a mistake. It's just the fuck up. But so again, you're featured, and Michael Coakley did an incredible job again running sound. But what the thing is, the fiddle is always going to be. Up top and out front, and you're good. Thank you. So basically, it's a huge undertaking to come in and to jump into this machine that's been just going and going and going and stuff like that. But I think Saturday night too, we just got some really really good. The proof was the slack jaw, the drop jaws, the reaction that we got. It was instantaneous. It was just, and they knew because it was mixed well. They knew that the band had worked on this stuff, and it was very impressive.
One of my favorite things about, I think it was the first night. I'm sure it happens every night there, but not everybody comes up to tell us these things. That there was a guy who came down and said that Jeff, who was working the door that night, had sent him down. He said, he wanted to see some live music, and he said, "What's going on here?" So you got to go down to the bottom floor and watch Blaggards because they're the best band who's ever played here. And he was he'd seen a whole set, I think, and he was in agreement when he came up to talk. That's the guy who bought he was the first guy who bought something that night. It was early in the night. And because he was so lost in conversation, he forgot to hand me the money for the shirt. He was like, "Oh, sorry." And then there was a woman named Michelle who said essentially the same thing. It's like, I was told by, I don't know if it was Jeff, but somebody told her that she had to come see us, and she was just over the moon and how much she enjoyed it. So she also bought a bunch of stuff. So I love hearing that. It kind of reminds me of like back like at Days of Fido or Obanage or something, where somebody just happens to walk past. I just saw you guys playing and I came in, or I'm a huge fan. I saw your banner outside. I had no idea you were going to be here tonight. Just serendipitous things like that.
Yeah, that's always fun.
So, yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Now we're off to Little Rock, Arkansas, and we're going to go see Jerry and the gang at Hibernia Irish Tavern. And this has been a fast. This has been a fast gig. We booked this kind of Jerry's been having problems in his kitchen, meaning that I think Amazon moved into Little Rock a while back, and bars, restaurants, shops, all kinds of stuff, retail, they're all having a hard, very, very difficult time trying to get workers in because they get paid so much at Amazon, treated like shit, and actually run through the mill and, all that stuff. But still, the money's so much better, so they can't get staff. So Jerry has been struggling with his kitchen for the longest while, and they're trying to lure in a full-time chef. If you're anywhere close to Little Rock, Arkansas, you like great Irish pubs, this is it. This is a job for you. Go see Jerry, tell him we sent you, and make some curry and chips. Learn that. That's what I'm going for. But this was fast. This was booked kind of last minute because Jerry didn't know if he was going to have the staff to. It's the kind of place where the people come in, they have dinner, they watch the show, and then they go home. So it's an early night. It's a Sunday night. It's it's always a blast there. It's a riot even when they're closed. It's a lot. Just that place has always got it going on. So we're thrilled to be going there, and then we're driving straight home tonight. So it's going to be another what? What's that? Another 20-hour day, easy. Yeah. And then I just gotta jump on a plane and go to Vegas. No bother, no problem. At least you don't have to fly it, right?
Right.
So
that's good for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, let's kill a song. Who's killing? I'll start.
So I do this thing where I try to think of songs by people I like that probably deserve to be killed. I thought, but I hadn't done one for Tom Petty, and it's kind of hard because Tom Petty, I don't really think he was capable of writing a bad song.
Yes, he is.
You think so? Yeah. All right, well, we'll touch on that in a second.
Yeah, touch yourself right now. Go ahead.
But the first one that came to mind when I thought about which one would I kill was Into the Great Wide Open, which is that one that had the video with Johnny Depp and Faye Dunaway, I think, is in it. And
that's right.
It's just not a very good song. Again, it's not bad. It's just like it just seems. It's one of the songs. It seems longer than it really is because it just keeps plodding along. It's just, and then the thing that he has in the chorus, a rebel without a clue. It's not funny to begin with, but then he just keeps saying it every single fucking time in the chorus. They're like, is it funny now? No, Tom, it's a stupid joke. And so
you sound like you're laughing.
And I'm laughing. And I think one of the reasons why in my mind it's longer than it really is, I think in the music video they actually did make it longer because they had all this story they're trying to tell. Anyway, so I'm going to replace that with one of his songs I think is very underrated because it's like a deep cut track off of, what was it? I can't remember the name of the album that has You Got Lucky on it.
Damn the Torpedoes?
No. It's like...
Hard Promises?
No. It's one from that era, because the early '80s. Anyway, called "Between Two Worlds." It's a very piano-heavy song, so there's a lot of Ben Mon on that track, and it's just really fucking good. I mean, just that band at their best. It's just a fucking great song. And I don't know if I've ever heard it on the radio ever. It's just a great track. So that's it for me. Who's next?
I'll go next. That's funny you brought up music videos because that's my Kill and Resurrect are based off the music video. So we like put on the TV station. We were watching old videos from the 90s. I say 90s, but yeah, that's my era, being old. But the song I'm Gonna Kill is from Four Non Blondes. The video popped up and it's their song, What's Up? And she's kind of like dressed in this like steampunk type outfit.
Is it What's Up or What's Going On?
What's Going On? I think the song's called What's Up.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Haven't we killed that one before, though?
You killed it?
I think so.
That's okay. You weren't there.
No, I know. I'm just
I just feel like the music video doesn't fit the song.
Well, I don't want Kelly Navarro getting
Upset?
mad at us. That's all I'm saying. I'm just.
Just kidding.
So should I just resurrect it? Like, just flip
Just
this
kill
thing?
Blister
No,
in
don't
the
resurrect
sun.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, I just feel like it doesn't fit, and I don't know. I just want it out. Like, I don't know. If I never heard it again, I'd be fine.
I know. That song is obnoxious as hell.
Yeah. And the song I'm gonna resurrect is I just think the video is awesome. It's gonna be the Blind Melon song, No Rain. I'm gonna resurrect it. I love it. I think that it's just chill. I've always liked it. It's a shame that they didn't do more, but that's the song I'm resurrecting. So, yeah, those songs came up while we were hanging out that day watching. They were back to back, and I was like, "Oh, this one sucks." I'm like, "Oh, this one. Oh yeah, I forgot about this song. This song's cool." And so we were just hanging out. I'm like, "Man, that's the song I'm gonna resurrect."
Cool.
All right. Excellent.
Yep.
Keep it going, Heidi.
All right. I'm gonna kill another favorite. I'm killing Michael
Can we hold it for a
Jackson's Thriller.
What song?
Thriller.
From Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. It's always just been a bizarre song. And I think I'm just over it. No longer.
Yeah.
It's gone now.
Yes, that song used to
No more
scare
of
me as a
that.
kid.
I know, right?
Yeah, I was like the music video. I was like,
Yeah.
Did they ever edit?
Did you do all the moves?
Edit it for? Did they ever take out the narration in the middle?
Vincent Price?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, because I wonder if when they put it in dance clubs and stuff like that, they kept that in there because it doesn't seem to make much sense on it.
I think they do take it out.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Because I remember the video came on. Sorry to jump in, but I remember when the video came on, I looked at it and I was just like, because I was a lot older than you, still am, unfortunately. But I looked at it, I was like, because there was so much hype for it, and it came up and I was like, this looks like fucking Sesame Street. This is ridiculous. I mean, it's just so, and I didn't like the song,
weird.
and I didn't like the video, and I again, one of my kind of closet loves was like the Off the Wall record. One of my sisters had it, and I just thought it was absolutely brilliant, but I couldn't tell anybody because we didn't do that shit in metal. But sorry, I had to.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna shine light as we keep driving past signs that say Joplin on Janis Joplin. And I still like her song "Piece of My Heart."
Very good. I'm not a Janis Joplin fan, never have been, and I would. I hate that song. Me and Bobby McGee. Hate it.
Yeah.
what don't you like
I
about
don't
it?
really like that one either.
Yeah, but it may have been the overplayedness of it, and her voice is fantastic, and it's still like nothing I can hear her. I can never hear. You know what I mean? To me, I thought Jim Morrison had a great voice. I couldn't stand the Doors. Still can't stand the Doors.
Yeah.
Don't want to hear them. And so I would easily get rid of that. Me and Bob McGee, whatever that's called. I hate that song. I'll go ahead and cheat. I'll just pretend that was the one I was going to kill. And thank you for that, Heidi.
Yeah.
And the Shine the Light is again, it's a very, very popular song and probably hated by most. But I think the Carpenters, Top of the World, I think that is such a happy fucking song, and it's got so much great harmony and instrumentation, like most of the Carpenter stuff. And I have a all our good friend Mike McAloon gave me a Carpenters t-shirt a while back. It's now a belly tee. So, but that doesn't stop me wearing it. I'm a big Carpenters fan. And it's funny, when I moved to my new house, I found a cassette tape that was given to me by an ex-girlfriend up in Boston, actually Cape Cod. And she had written on it that she thought I would hate the Carpenters. And she wrote on it, she said, I'll give you 5 cents every time you listen to this. So I believe, did she? She wrote it on the cassette. I need to collect, but
Yeah.
I think that it's probably better than investing in Microsoft back in because I probably owes me a lot of money, so I'll be calling you. Actually, I won't be calling you. I'll have my lawyers call you. So I think the restraining order's still on.
Before we move on, what Tom Petty songs do you think were bad songs that he wrote?
Actually, well, bad songs. Yeah, I mean, I'm just having a hard time taking from the ones that are overplayed that I'm sick of to a bad song.
That's what I meant.
And that's what, so that's the sticking point. I remember we listened to the Tom Petty Sirius station for hours and hours and hours. And I remember it being quite violent by the end of it. I was like, I don't want to hear that fucking song again, that fucking song. And it was the songs that had been played by, like, Breakdown is not a great song. It's not terrible. But then when you hear it so much, it's so, yeah, I'm having it's way too fucking early to be encyclopedia.
To be continued.
Yeah. But that is Tom Petty, no question, an incredible songwriter. As a child, I didn't like him much because my mother would tell me she'd look at an album cover, she'd go, oh, he's hideous. I can't look at him. I said, what's wrong with him? He's just a bag of teeth with hair. I mean, come on. What's the? He's. But then as I grew older and I started listening to the stuff in the harmonies, and just the guitar play in that band is.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's the album title I couldn't remember. Bag of Teeth with Hair.
Yeah. He's. Yeah, absolutely. And another one of those musicians that I would love to hear in his 80s, like Willie Nelson. Well, maybe not that high, but just, a little bit more sober. But I'd love to hear what he would be working on with people like Elvis and people Johnny Cash, that kind of stuff, because I think once that they shed that, like Bruce Springsteen. I don't know if anybody knows, but he got a few shillings for his music catalog. It seems like once they clear the deck, I think Neil Young had just said the same thing. Once you get rid of that, then you have that. You've got that open palette again. You've got that freedom, and you can basically start again. Or not start again, but you just could take any direction that you want to go.
Yeah.
Work with whoever you want to work with.
Yeah.
And I know Dave Grohl will be the first guy at the door.
He was just such a craftsman. So I think you already detailed.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this one interview where he may have been exaggerating a little bit, but he was telling a story about how he wrote The Waiting, which I think is one of my favorite singles of his. Obviously one of his biggest hits, but it's one that just never gets old for me. And he said he started off with that basic riff, that those chords, and that's in the main intro part. And that's all he had, like, for weeks. That's all he could get out, and he just kept hammering away at it until he could finally figure out where the song was going. And it's sometimes when you're lucky, songs will come quickly and complete. But sometimes you really have to be patient and just hash it out, and he would do that, And I love everything about that guy. We talked before about how he wasn't really great as a performer, and that he stage manager had to be rehearsed and scripted for the most part. But you take beyond that, the guy was just untouchable. Maybe as a singer he wasn't like amazing or anything, but he was still great. He was just a great band leader. He was a great friend to all the people that he knew. And you look at the story of that band is just amazing in and of itself. You look at how long that band stayed together, and there was really the only the only real kind of acrimony in the band was with what's the drummer's name? Lynch. Yeah, Stan Lynch. Stan and Tom parted on bad terms. They were just the two biggest personalities in the band, and I think they just reached a breaking point. Yeah, oh god, yeah, and they still, even after that, when Tom admitted that he just couldn't work with the guy anymore, he still sang his praises. But beyond that, the only changes that happened were Ron, the original bass player, left, and originally just because he just was sick of the industry, and then Howie, the bass player who replaced him, died of drug abuse.
Keep laughing.
And then Ron came back
From the dead? Oh no, the other one. Yeah. It's a great story. Is there just off the top of your head, is there a band story that just tops all band stories off the top of your head? Anybody?
Band story?
I see. I love the infighting, in bands like Oasis.
String tuning thing.
What?
The string tuning thing.
I can't hear a word she said.
Brother Hate.
Yeah, that's.
Have you told that story?
Have I told it on?
Have you told this story?
I think I've told it on.
I've never heard it before. Tell it again.
Oh, I don't even know the name of the band. I wish I did. If somebody's out there and you were at this show and you recorded it, I want to hook up. I want to connect with you because I want to see the live recording of what happened.
Yeah.
Because the years have kind of tarnished your. Not tarnished.
I don't know. It's pretty in there. I can still see it in color. It's. But I want it to be bigger and maybe something I even missed.
Yeah.
But there was a band on stage.
Where were you?
We were in Tacoma, Washington.
What year?
This is going to be early 2000s. So
What scent Axe body spray were you wearing at the time?
Oh, the green one.
The green. Oh yes, of course.
Kilo. Kilo?
I
think it was Kilo. That was real. It was Axe body spray. Kilo. I don't know, dude. I'm just trying to go with it.
Wow.
That was actually real, I think. I think that's what it was called. Dang it. But should have just faked that.
Yeah.
But we were on.
Marker.
This band was on before us. There was a couple bands that plays, and it was at the 4th Ave Tav on 4th Street in Tacoma, Washington. No, I'm sorry, Olympia, Washington. I was wrong, not Tacoma. Olympia, Washington, the 4th Ave Tav. So somebody was there. Oh man, I would die to have this up, to see this on the recording. But this man was playing in front of us, and we're kind of in the back, watching them. And the singer, they're kind of a metal, little hardcore, but style. And they're getting on stage, and the singer's like going back and forth, like it's kind of like a long rectangle stage. He's going between like the guitar player and the bass player, like getting the crowd pumped up. He's grunting, he's getting it all going, and everyone's it's kind of building. And all of a sudden, he's like, "All right, he goes, I think he said next song or first song. This song's called Brother Hate." And he went 1, 2, 3, 4. And right when he went 4, the guitar player's like, doo-doo. I mean, tuned the whole guitar. And the rest of the band, they all went like this. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, he was so pissed. And then, at first, people were like, is this part of it? Because it just did not seem like the two went together. And then the giggles started. And I couldn't help myself. I was laughing. Like, people were laughing, and I felt terrible for this band. But it was probably about a solid minute of just getting crushed. They were getting crushed. And people were, and then they finally started, and then that's all everybody talked about. Like, it was just like, I was like, I don't want to go up next. I was like, I don't want to get up there, but anyway.
It really seems like something that should be like from a Spinal Tap movie or something. I mean,
so good. I think my favorite part was the heads, because it was like, he was like, just slow motion, like, and they all kind of turned, and But the guy was doing the best. But he was like, wait, I forgot one detail. When he played the guitar real high, so he didn't have it like way down. He had it real high. So when he was tuning, he was like, his hands like up here, ding ding, and he's just like, and he's not even paying attention. He's oblivious to what's going on. Like, I need to tune my guitar. But he didn't have it like muted. It was like in the PA. Like it was out to the whole crowd. Like,
He knew.
it was so awesome. It was so awesome.
Well, because we were talking about this last night. We talk about this quite often.
Yeah.
But we had a similar show where we had intro music. We like to put this intro track on sometimes, and especially when there's a production and stuff like that. We were at a, and it wasn't Heide. I'll say that it definitely wasn't Heide. She fucking break my neck, right? But it definitely wasn't Heide. I promise you that. But we had this whole thing, and the song would end, and we knew exactly where it was going to end. And when the song ended, we were going to kick off, get ready to go and do this, our first song. And exact same thing. The thing ended, lights come up. We were just okay. We just and it was even worse because we had talked about it before. Hey, right. So this is the part of the song. It's going to end here, and then 2, 3, 4. So I don't know what's the. But at least
It's like the longest 10 seconds. You're just like, it feels like an eternity.
When you said a solid minute, I just want regular folk to know, if you've not been on a stage, that 1 minute, that 10 seconds is 20 minutes in regular time. A 1 minute thing, you may as well go pack a lunch. It's a nightmare.
It's a lifetime, dude.
Yeah.
So I want to know the one person that had like the camera, So say it again, 4th Ave tab, Olympia, Washington. I'm gonna guess this was probably around 2001 or 2, sometime around there. And the 4th Ave tab. I don't know the name of the band, but the band I was in was called Pummel. So if somebody was at that show, if you have a video, dude, you're my new best friend. Like, that would be great. Oh, God.
So today is Slapper Day, and today is, we're only a few days away from our first time playing at Black Magic's Social Club. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, my dear friends, my long lost friends at Berkeley, Sisson, and Mark Finity, we're going to do, that was actually one of the first, it was the second attempt at forming an Irish rock band. I was trying to do what we're doing now way back then, and we haven't played together since 20 years, whatever. Been a long time since we played. We're going to open the show as On the Dole. That was my first attempt at this. So we're going to open as On the Dole, and then Blaggards are going to take over. And it's I have not been to this club yet, although I've heard wonderful things about it. Know a couple of bands that played there, and anybody that's familiar with Joe Omelchuk, that he's the guy that recorded Standards. He used to be the house sound guy at Rudyard's. He is now the house sound guy at Black Magic Social Club. It's in Houston, and it is it's just going to be a lot of fun. So I would urge anybody that's in the mood for some good rock and roll and some good just a really good night out in a really cool club. It's from what I understand, it's a newish venue, so sounds good. Great looking stage, and everybody I've talked to there at the club seems top of the line. So that's gonna be fun. Then Saturday, we're gonna be at the Ashford Pub. We're gonna be celebrating Sue's birthday. Sue is turning 23. Wow, you're mean. I was gonna say 20, but she Sue is the heart and soul of that club. She's been she just tirelessly working that place, and she's having a birthday, so we're going to go in and celebrate it. There's going to be a lot of people there, and we'd love to have you in there, help us celebrate. And we're going to have Jeff Duncan with us on Saturday. Sunday, we're going to be in Galveston back at B Jiggers. Am I right? Is that right?
No, I think it's Trilogy.
Yeah, Trilogy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's an Old Town Smart.
Edit, Marker. Yeah, so it's we're going to be a Trilogy. We're going to do the coffee shop. That's right. What time is it, Chad? What time are we starting?
2 p.m.
2 p.m. So early Sunday show. This is all ages. We've taken all the really dirty jokes out, and we've replaced them with terrible religious jokes. And so bring your kids. We'll teach them a little bit about. Well, no, we won't. But it is guaranteed to be a fun. I can't. We know good coffee by now. Am I right?
Yep.
Right. Everybody agrees. We know good coffee. They have got great coffee there. They have their own blend. They have local blend coffee, and they have great desserts. They've got some kind of food. I haven't eaten it. The coffee's too good, but they do have some good stuff. But if you want to come and see us, I also want to just let you know that Old Town Spring, just north of Houston, is it's a must for families, all ages, everybody. Great shops, great people, gorgeous little areas. Everything's air conditioned. Off the street. But there's plenty of air. To get. But I want to just highlight that the Black House Tavern. I had a burger in there the last time we played a Trilogy, and it wiped the floor with every fucking burger I've had in years. And so if you just go online and just look for Black House Tavern, it is Nathan does the food there. It's out of this world. I mean, everything. It's pub food and it's Renaissance food and it's that kind of stuff. But I promise you, it'll be the second most fun you've had putting meat in your mouth on a Sunday at 2:00. So, Black House Tavern. You have to go see these people. Go eat the food. It's out of this world, and they're great drinks, all that stuff. So Sunday, Trilogy. Yep. Really looking forward to that. Great little coffee shop. Crew is amazing, and great parking, all that stuff. So you got 3 chances to come see us. Yep.
Come on. 3.
What are we forgetting?
I think we forgot to end the show.
So we did? Well, what time is it? Oh yeah, it's time to rock.
Who's behind the camera?
Little Rock.
Who's behind the camera?
Yeah, who's over there?
Yeah, we got Laurie.
Nobody.
We are so
Yeah,
we are so grateful.
Right now.
Little Chris, yeah, I'm sorry. Good night. He says it's okay. All right, kids. SlapperCast, thanks for listening.
Yep.
You're all the best. Laurie, thank you so much.
Thank you, Laurie.
You made
You're
this
welcome.
trip. You made this trip easy.
Yep.
Like a Sunday morning in Little Rock. Let's rock.
All right, kids. We'll see you next week.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you.